Okay, ladies, so when your family becomes your own enemies, don't be surprised. Jesus talks about this. He talks about how father will turn against son, mother against daughter, sister, brother against one another, all for his name's sake, for being a Christian. So, I've had to do a lot with my videos with self-defense since they tried to tear me apart with social media. I've had to come on here. I had to defend myself with the truth. But in those times where there is such a righteous anger for your husband betraying you, go to God, okay? Listen to my prayer, O God. Do not ignore my plea. Hear me and answer me. My thoughts trouble me, and I am distraught at the voice of the enemy, at the stares of the wicked, for they bring down suffering upon me and revile me in their anger. My heart is in anguish within me. The terrors of death assail me. Fear and trembling have beset me. Horror has overwhelmed me. I said, oh, that I have wings of the dove. I would fly away and be at rest. I would flee far away and stay in the desert. Selah. I heard Selah means it's like repeated again, or its importance. I would hurry to my place of shelter, far from the tempest and storm. Confuse the wicked, O Lord. Confound their speech, for I see violence and strife in the city. Day and night they prowl about on its walls. Malice and abuse are within. So when we've had something happen in our life, we can go to the scripture and we can be comforted knowing that, David had, who was it? King, who did he have coming after him? Was it Saul? Wasn't he the one who was supposed to be, like his best friend? Don't quote me on that. Saul was Paul, and then there was, I'm trying to remember. I'm going to have to look it up. Anyways, destructive forces are at work in the city. Threats and lies never leave its streets. If an enemy were insulting me, I could endure it. If a foe were raising himself up against me, I could hide from him. But it is you, a man like myself, my companion, my close friend, with whom I once enjoyed sweet fellowship. This was my husband, okay? As we walked through the throng at the, did I say that right? Throng at the house of God. Let death take my enemies by surprise. Let them go down alive to the grave, for evil finds lodging among them. Okay, when I was, where was it? Yeah, I was at this place. Oh yeah, it was back at Lowe's. This woman talked about how she was going through a divorce. And, her husband had fought the divorce because she was the one who wanted it. And right before the divorce was final, God took her husband. He died. So God can take somebody. But I call to God, and the Lord saves me. Evening, morning, and noon, I cry out in distress, and he hears my voice. Find comfort that God is with the brokenhearted. Find comfort in that, guys. He ransoms me unharmed from the battle waged against me. Even though they may oppose me, God, who is enthroned forever, will hear them and afflict them. It is very scary to mess with God's kids. It really is. Because we belong to Christ as a Christian, he will fight for you. There is no question he will fight for you. Men who never change their ways and have no fear of God. That's Donna and Rob May. And Carrie. Carrie will come right out and be like, screw your God. Look out, Carrie. My companion attacks his friends. He violates his covenant. His speech is smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. That would be Carrie. We'd go and see and visit, and she'd act all smooth and nice, and then take a hissy after. His words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous fall. But you, O God, will bring down the wicked. And that's exactly what his family is, wicked. Into the pit of corruption, bloodthirsty and deceitful men will not live out half their days.